I want you to picture this with me for just a second. Every single month, a portion of your hard-earned paycheck is automatically funneled into an account. Your employer, of course, says, well, this is a huge benefit. Society tells you it's a non-negotiable step toward a secure retirement. You're told it's your golden ticket to financial freedom, and of course, it comes in the form of a 401k. But what if the story you've been told is only half true? What if that golden ticket comes with some fine print that could cost you tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long run? What if the system you've been so diligently funding for decades is actually a ticking tax time bomb, poised to explode right when you need the money the most? Today, I want to pull back the curtain on the conventional wisdom surrounding the 401k. We're going to deep dive into its accidental history, the hidden taxes, the undeniable losses, and the surprising lack of control that almost no one is talking about. I think it's time for you to get a more complete and perhaps uncomfortable picture of your retirement plan, the accidental history of the 401k. To truly understand the 401k, we need to actually go back in time. We got to go back to a period before anyone even considered it a retirement plan. This story is a little bit of an accident, a little bit of a loophole, and a lot about the shift in corporate responsibility. So before the 401k was actually a household name, the vast majority of Americans who work for large corporations were offered traditional pensions. Much better. These were called defined benefit plans, meaning the company was responsible for guaranteeing you a predictable living income for the rest of your life. The burden of funding that retirement was on the employer, as that promise came with your job. Okay, then 1978 came. Yes, 1978, not that long ago. Congress actually passed a tax law called the Revenue Act, and tucked away inside of it, almost as an afterthought, was Section 401k. The original intent of this provision was incredibly narrow. It was designed to help executives and highly compensated employees get a tax break on deferred compensation. It was never, ever, ever meant to be a widespread replacement for the pension. But things, of course, changed quickly. A benefits consultant named Ted Benna, who has since been dubbed the father of the 401k, saw a loophole. He realized that this tax provision could be applied to all employees, not just the top brass, and you can allow people to defer their own taxes. This was a absolutely revolutionary idea, and it created an incredible incentive for employees to save. But here's the other side of the coin. It created an even bigger incentive for corporations. The 401k was a way to shift the almost entire burden of retirement planning from the company to the individual employee. So why in the world would they continue to fund expensive long-term pension promises when they can simply offer, oh, here's our tax-deferred account, throw in a small matching contribution sometimes, and then they're just straight up off the hook? Over the next few decades, the 401k became the new normal. It quietly replaced a system of guaranteed income with a system of personal responsibility, a system of market risk. The pension became a relic of a bygone era, you can call it. And the 401k became the default. And it's almost, at this point, 2025, unquestioned. And it's almost the unquestioned path of retirement. Now, let's talk about the biggest and perhaps most dangerous misconception of the 401k. And here's the key. You're told that your contributions are tax-free, and they are not. They are tax-deferred. And there is a massive difference between those last two words. When you have a traditional 401k, you're not avoiding taxes. You are simply postponing them. When you contribute to a traditional 401k, you get a tax deduction today, which feels amazing. It feels great. It lowers your taxable income. And you see that money go to work, hopefully. But here's the deal. Every single dollar you put in and every single penny of growth on that dollar over the decades is fully taxable as ordinary income when you withdraw it in retirement. So let's do some real numbers. Let's say you're a really diligent saver, or okay, you don't have to be a saver, you can be a disciplined investor. And through a lot of hard work, maybe some luck, you managed to accumulate a nest egg of $1 million in this 401k. So by the time you're ready to retire, you're ready to start living off of that money. But here's the problem, you're in for a really rude awakening. You're not retiring with $1 million, you're retiring with a future tax bill. So let's say that maybe you're in a 20% tax bracket in retirement. This literally means the government gets to take $200,000 of your hard-earned money. It's a fifth of your life savings. Gone. But here's the even more painful and more probable part. What if tax rates are actually just higher in the future? Our national debt is in the trillions of dollars, and many economists believe that tax rates will have to rise significantly to address this. If your tax rate is 30%, maybe even 40% in retirement, that $1 million account becomes 700,000, becomes 600,000, right? You're effectively taking on the risk of future tax increases, and you have zero control over that. You're taking a deduction at today's rates in exchange for a future tax bill at tomorrow's unknown rates. This is a gamble with your life savings. And it's not even getting into the mandatory withdrawals, right? Once you reach a certain age, used to be 71, I think they changed it recently to 73. Another example how they changed the rules, the government actually mandates that you begin taking out RMDs, which stand for required minimum distributions. This means that you're forced to take the taxable distribution from your account. Whether you need the money or not, they want and need their tax money. This can push you into a higher tax bracket. It can cause you to lose eligibility for certain government benefits. That's actually a huge one, and it's all out of your control. Alternatively, you can have something called a Roth 401k. Now, there's a difference between a traditional and a Roth 401k when your taxes are taken. With the Roth 401k, taxes are actually taken up front. So the taxes come out now before you put the money into the 401k. If you're set on having a 401k, this is the recommended method. However, I would think that maybe you'd be interested, if you're watching this video, on some of the other alternatives instead of a 401k in the first place. Now, the cool thing about the Roth is you know exactly how much you're about to get, and you don't have to risk taxes being 30%, 40%, 50%, or higher when you're ready to retire. Beyond the future tax bill, two other massive losses erode your 401k over time. The first is fees. While your 401k might feel like a free perk from your employer, it's not. You're paying a quiet, consistent set of fees. You've got management fees, you've got administration fees, you've got expense ratios on every single fund you're invested in. These fees are often buried deep in the prospectus, and you have to be a detective just to find them. These fees, again, may seem really small if you do find them on a percentage basis, right? 1%, 2%. But the effect of these small percentages over decades is staggering. The Department of Labor once put out a study that showed a seemingly small 1% fee can reduce your total retirement savings by over 28% in 30 years. That's, again, hundreds of thousands of dollars that you'll never see. The money doesn't go to work for you. It goes straight to the financial institutions and fund managers on Wall Street. You are paying a hidden tax to the system, and I think it is a massive transfer of wealth away from you. The second major loss is market risk. This is a big one. Your 401k is directly tied to the unpredictable, volatile performance of the stock market. You are exposed to every single crash, every single downturn, and every single economic panic. What happens if there's a market crash a few years before you're set to retire? According to the Employee Benefit Research Institute, in 2006, the average 401k balance was $121,000. Again, not enough. By 2008, this number was actually $45,000. That is an average loss of $75,000 of retirement funds across America in 2 years. You could lose a significant portion of your life savings at the exact moment you need it most, with no time to recover. The financial anxiety that I think it creates is too immense for me. I'm not going to do it. The traditional 401k model puts all the market risk squarely on you, the individual saver, with no guarantees whatsoever. You are a passenger on a financial roller coaster with no control over where it goes or how hard it falls. And since we're talking about control, what about control, right? With a 401k, you've got very limited access to the money before 59 and a half. And if you need it for a financial emergency, you face a really stiff 10% penalty and a taxable event. You can't use the money as a resource for other opportunities without incurring significant costs. The money ends up being locked away. While the intention is good, it also means that you've given up control of your own capital. So, if the 401k is not a perfect solution, we've been led to believe, what in the world is the alternative? How can you save for retirement without giving up control, without risking market exposure, without facing a massive tax bill? The answer lies in shifting your mindset from tax-deferred money and programs to tax-advantaged, and from unstable growth to guaranteed growth. This is the core philosophy of what we teach on our channel, the save and spend system. Instead of funneling your money into an account you don't control, we show you how to use properly structured insurance policies as your financial tool. It is different in so many ways. Your money grows guaranteed. It grows tax advantage. It goes completely insulated from market volatility. You've got complete control and liquidity over your cash value, which allows you to borrow against it for opportunities or emergencies without ever having to withdraw and face that taxable event. The interest on those loans doesn't go to banks. It goes back to your system. It continues to fuel its growth. You just end up creating this personal banking system that works for you and not a third party. And please understand, I am not talking about ditching retirement savings. I'm talking about being smarter about it. It's about creating a foundation of guaranteed tax advantage capital that you're in control of. You've got total autonomy. You can still invest in market funds if you like market funds and if you choose to. But this foundation provides you with a source of predictable and reliable and accessible capital that is immune to market crashes. And it's not this tax ticking time bomb. Don't get me wrong, saving for retirement is one of the most important things you can do. But where you save, how you save makes all the difference in the world. So I think it's time to move beyond this accident in 1978 model of a 401k and start actually building a financial system that's secure, that's guaranteed, and most importantly, in your complete control. Right? Before 1978, how were all these companies offering guaranteed pensions? Maybe go research that. You'll learn it was through insurance. Anyway, if you're ready to learn a smarter way to save, a way that avoids fees, market risk, future tax traps, then I want to help you. I really do, truly. I believe in providing real education and showing you a path that puts you back in control of your financial life. So if that's you, you should just click the link in the description below to schedule a free strategy call with me or someone on our team. I will literally show you exactly how the save and spend system can work for you. I'll provide you personalized instruction that shows you just a different and more powerful path to your financial freedom. And I'm really just talking about taking control, taking back your power, building your own financial future on your own terms. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Gave a lot of game, we never got a lot of things. Bow your head and say the prayer. We taught you how to be the bank.